Hello dears, welcome back on tutorial from the Solidworks. Today we will talk about the next sketch command, is the spline tool. So let's open for the beginning the new file. So here the select the part and press OK. So as usual, to go with the sketch techniques, sketch environment, you have to select the plane where you want to create your sketch. Let's select, for example, the front plane and select the sketch. So here you have the several options for the sketch. So we have seen in the previous lesson how to create the line and circle. Now we will see this next command is called the spline. This tool is the user to create a smooth spline curve, the passing through the defined points by the clicking in the drawing area. This is our the drawing area. So let's create the spline line. So if you open here, you will see the several options of the creating the spline line. So let's select the first one, and you will go to the drawing area and press your the mouse and start to create your spline line by the pressing your the left mouse. So you see the spline line is created, and if you want to exit from this spline line, you can two options. For example, you can right click your the mouse and just select this press the select. So the spline line is created using this point. So also let's create again this spline line, and you can create the same by pressing the points. You can create the spline line, and second options to exit from the spline line is just press the escape from the keyboard, so it will be exited from the spline line. So this is the how to create the spline line, and you see here there is the points, this point, starting point, this second point, third point, and so on. Here are several points for the spline line. So this is the called there's a control points for the spline line. So we can add more points for this kind of spline line. In order to add, just bring your mouse to the spline line and right click here, and here select the here the from this list, select the instant spline point, and you can put the point, that additional point for the any point, any position, for example here, here, and here, and here, so on. So you can put, for example, I will put here. So you see a new point is created. Here is the control point, and here press this icon. So you see the new point is created. Just press escape to see your point. So you see here the new point is created. So on can create the new points like this. For example, right click again and insert spline point, and insert any point, and just select this icon and press escape. You see new point is created. So this is the how to create the spline line. So in this way you can create the spline line. Also you can convert your spline line to the construction line. For example, just click your the spline line, and here in the menu you see this the for the construction. If you activate this one and just press this icon, so your spline line becomes the dashed line. It is the line for the construction. The same way you can convert it to the main line, but you have to deactivate this icon and just press K here, and here you see that it converted again to the main line. So in this control point is important. You can just press the mouse and drag these points in order to control the control points, in order to control the shape of the spline line like this. You can put you can they change the any points, but important is that you have to select this control point and drag your mouse in order to change the shape of your the spline line. Also in the here one more thing is the here the parameters. This parameter represents that the control point coordinates according to the x and y system. So here for example, the control point one, number one, is still located along the x is the -99 and along the y is the 7. Also you can see the change its value. For example, if I press here, this is the control point 2 and it is representing the here the second control point that is located along the x is this value, along the y in this value. If I change this to the 3, here I'll click here and this is the, you see the third control point. It is the location along the x is this one and along the y is this one. So the same way you can go for the next control point. It is the fourth one. Stay here, you see it is representing it at this color. So the same way you can for example go for the other control points and so on. Also, if you would like to change the coordinate of the control point, for example, the fourth control point, if you would like to locate this control point exactly on the origin, you have to, for example, you can write here the values 0 and 0. So you see the control point is the fourth control point, the along x and y locates to exactly on the origin. The same way you can play with the other the control points. For example, the third control point, for example, you can change its value from the, for example, you can change to the 10, the positive 10. You see it is shifted to the positive side, and let's make it 50 along the y and it will go up. So in this way you can define by yourself the manually the positions of the control points along the x and y axis. So this is the how to create the spline line and also how to change the coordinates, the point of this control points, also the how to add additional control points. So this is the first option, is to how to create the spline line. So there is also the next option is to call it the styled spline. So it is almost the same. You will select the points and you will to create the spline line, but it is format in the styled form. So the same way, if you want to exit from the spline line, you will click the right click of the mouse and select. It is the first option. As the second option is the same as the previous one. You have to press the escape keyboard from the keyboard. So this is the second option of to create the spline line, and this point is the called is the control point. The same way you can drag this control point in order to change the shape of the spline line that we have done in the previous option. So this is the how to create the spline line. So you can go to here this icon and press the close the dialog, so your the spline line is created. Last option is to here this one. So in this case you will create the control point, I mean the spline line, use some equation. So most usually one is these two options with the simple spline and with the stylus spline. So this is the how to create the control the spline line. Also you can convert this type of also for the construction like the here by activating this one and just press OK. So you see it is the converted to the for the construction line. So this is the all for today for the spline line. See you on the next lessons.